Good morning, future fellow weirdo of the fuck. How are you? Did you take your medicine? Okay, well, while you're taking your medicine, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what happened. Um, we went through a couple kings yesterday. They were both good guys. They really didn't do much bad stuff until, like, I guess towards the end of their kingship they started fucking around. But other than that, they were pretty good. And they did good stuff, right? Uh, they both became king pretty young. One was 16 and one was 25. And they reigned for a hot second, each of them. One was called Uzziah, and the other is Jotham, Uzziah's son. And Jotham, he was pretty fucking strong, right? Strong to the point that people were paying him to not fuck with them, and they were paying him a lot. And hold on, I think this is the one. Hold on. So and okay, so I guess Jotham was just known for being very strong. People paid him to stay away from them. And he died, and his son Ahaz became king in his stead. And that's where we left off and where we are picking up. I am Nikki K the Great, and this is the Party Pig. Thank you. This whole production is held up by scotch tape, and coffee cans. So come on in and get comfy, because I did roll you a cigarette and I did pack you a bowl, and so you can come in and get comfy because we are about to smoke it, drink it, read it. Have good time. All right. So now we're on chapter 28. And I am sorry it's so late, but I was up a long I was up late last night doing my first trial on my new channel called Legal Briefs. You should look at the mascot. We spent like 3 hours trying to no, not mascot, logo. We spent a long ass time. Miss Raven Lady actually spent a long ass time making the logo to this channel. Not this channel, my other channel, Legal Briefs. It is hilarious. That logo is the funniest fucking thing. Anyway, that's why I'm so late. I stayed up late watching trial. I got through 2 witnesses. But we are on chapter 28, and it says, Ahab was 20 when he began to reign in Jerusalem. He was 16, and he did terrible things. Oh, hold on. But he did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord, like David his father. So wait, is this saying, oh, okay, it did not compare any of the other kings to David. It can compare them to Jeroboam. But they're comparing this guy, Ahaz, to David. And I don't quite understand why, because it doesn't really say he was a good guy like David. But he's saying this was a bad guy, not like David. David was a bad guy. Just, David was not a nice guy. If you read about the story of David, he is a dick. Okay. He walked in the ways of the kings of Israel. He also made molten images for Baalim. No, Baalim. Moreover, he burnt incense in the valley of the son of Hinnom and burnt his children in the fire after the abominations of the heathen whom the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel. Which, they weren't white, by the way. They were all cousins. They're all cousins. The people that they're calling heathens were not white. The Ammonites were not white. The Amalekites were not white. None of them were white. They were giants, and they were cousins to these people. So when they're like, the white guy's the heathen, it's like, no, it's not. All those people were brown. None of them were white. They were giants, and they were all from that part of the world, which means they were all the same fucking color, gray and brown. Just throwing that out there. Because the white people they did come across back, like, I don't know, 20 stories or so ago, uh, where they came across this peaceful people that had no defense. They lived in peace. And they went through and killed them for no fucking reason. Yeah, those were white people. Just throwing that out there. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm the Stone Cold Steve Austin of the Bible. Like, it seems like that people miss shit on purpose. They're like, oh, yeah, no, I don't think that is their cousins. The Bible says it's their cousins when they're fucking born. I don't know. I don't. I do know they're fucking cousins. And heathens are not white people. Just, you know. And it could be I'm just sticking up for my own race. Like, we don't exist in the Bible except for we got killed for no reason. And these people here, they're cousins, so obviously they're not white. Just throwing that free throw. Listen. Get it on the backboard and dunk the fuck out of it, because white people are not heathens. Just, okay. Okay. He burnt incense, burnt his children like the heathens. Okay. He sacrificed and burnt incense in the high places and on the hills and under every green tree. How are you going to put a fire under a tree? I think I said that before. I guess, like, isn't it, if it's green, it takes a long time to burn. That's why you can't burn green logs on fire. I don't know, but okay. Okay. Therefore, the Lord, his God, delivered him into the KOS and smote him and carried away a great multitude of them captives and brought them to Damascus. And he was also delivered into the hand of the KOI, who smote him with a great slaughter. For ah, Pika Pika. Pika Pika is king. Pika Pika. Okay. I remember this one. Okay. But I don't. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. The king of Israel right now is Pikachu. 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 Okay, so Pika became king and smote him with a great slaughter. He slew 170,000 in one day, which were all valiant men, because they forsook God. They was like, fuck God. I do not blame you, big guy, for being mad at these people, because if they told me fuck you as much as they tell you fuck you, I'd be mad as fuck too, and I wouldn't even care about a promise. I would not give a shit. And technically, in that promise, you said if they were bad things were gonna happen. So, wiping them off the face of the earth could be a bad thing that happened. So technically, you would not be breaking your promise. You'd be like, I told them, you know? It's one of those things like you could just barely skirt by on keeping this promise by destroying these people because you told them you would. I think that if you were to plague these people, the world would be a better place. Okay, so there we go. He's like, Pika Pika. And Zikri, a mighty man of Ephraim, slew Maaseiah, the king's son, and Azrikam, the governor, and Elkanah, that was next to the king. And the vampires carried away captive of their brothers, the werewolves, 200,000 women, sons, and daughters, and took much spoil from them, and brought the spoil to Samaria. That's what I'm saying. When Israel does shit, they take the stuff away to Syria. And when Judah does shit, they take the stuff to Jerusalem. But then it says Judah, eh, they say Jerusalem is not in Judah because Israel is there, right? And then it doesn't say anything about Samaria. But when Israel is taking away spoil from Judah, they take it to Jerusalem. When Israel takes things from Judah, they take it to Samaria. And when Judah takes things from Israel, they take it to Jerusalem. I don't exactly know what the fuck. See, these people confuse the Bible on purpose. They don't want people to know what is really going on. Because if you read the Bible, you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's not what this said like fucking 3 paragraphs ago. I don't I don't understand. What the fuck? I don't know. Okay. But a prophet of the Lord was there, whose name was Oded, and he went out before the host that came to Samaria and said, Behold, because God is wroth with Judah, he has delivered them to your hand, and you have made them, no, and you have slain them in a rage that reaches to heaven. Now you propose to keep under the werewolves and Jerusalem for bondmen and bondswomen unto you, but they are not with you, even with you sins. Okay, so hold on. A prophet came to Israel when they were getting ready and said, you want to take these guys as captives and, you know, make them slaves and whatnot. And that's all. That is some shit. Because, and you only do this because you're angry. But isn't God angry with you also? So maybe you shouldn't do this because reasons. Now hear me, and deliver the captains again, which you have taken captain, for the fierce wrath of the Lord is upon you. Okay, so he's like, give them back, because God, yeah, do stuff. And then certain heads of the children of Ephraim, Azariah, Berchai, Jehizkiah, and Amasa stood up against them that came from the war and said, you shall not bring the captains here, for we have offended God, and if you intend to add more to our sins, our trespass is already great, and there is already a fierce wrath against Israel. So the armed men left the captives and the spoil before the princes and all the vampires. And the men which were expressed by name rose up, took the captives and the spoil, clothed all that were naked, and arrayed them, and shod them, gave them eat and drink, anointed them, and carried all the feeble upon the asses, and brought them to Jericho, the city of palm trees, to their brethren when they returned to Samaria. So dudes were like, you heard the prophet. We're not doing this. Fuck you. So they took them all and they took them back. They were like, no, you can piss God off on your own time. Not happening. And at that time, King Ahaz said to the KOA, help us. For again, the Edomites had come and smitten Judah and carried away their captives. And the Philistines also invaded the cities of the low country of the south of Judah and had taken Beth Shemesh, Ajalon, Gederoth, Shoko, Shoko, with the villages, Timnah, with the villages, Gizmo with their villages, and they dwelt there. For the Lord brought Judah low because Ahab was a fuckwad. Hold on. Wait. For the Lord brought Judah low because of Ahaz, king of Israel, for he made Judah naked and transgressed against the Lord. I thought Ahaz was king of Judah. Yeah. But now it's saying it's the king of Israel, but Pikachu is the king of Israel. See what I'm saying? They purposely fucked this shit up. I can't handle life right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening. See, I think that I said this when we read 2CHRONICLES also. I don't know what the fuck is happening. So anyway, Judah's about to pay because Ahaz, the king of Judah, has somehow became the king of Israel, and he fucked around, and now Judah's about to find out. This is giving me heartburn. I mean, I don't have heartburn. But if I did, it would be because of this. I am so... I can't. Okay. Okay. I can't. Okay. Oh. Okay. And Ajalon. And the Lord brought Judah low because Ahaz, king of Israel, for some reason, made Judah sin. And Tiglia Piglia. Tiglia Piglia. King of Assyria, so he's the KOA, came to him and distressed him, but strengthened him not. Okay, so remember, he sent to Tiglia-Fiblia and said, come help. And Tiglia-Fiblia was like, nah, fuck you. And Ahaz took away the portion out of the house of the Lord and the house of the king and princes and gave it to Assyria. But he helped him not. So he's like, run that, Pippin. Got you all day. And from the time of his distress, he trespassed more against God. This is that King Ahaz. So the first King Ahaz, because the first King Ahaz was a motherfucker. He was a motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Do you understand? Duh, look, you're not telling the truth. Okay. Listen, okay. This is a new Ahaz that is like the old Ahaz, who is a fuckwad, right? I don't know. Okay. For he sacrificed to the gods of Damascus, which smote him. And he said, because the gods of the king of Syria helped them, therefore I'll sacrifice to them, and they may help me. But they were the ruin of him and all of Israel. But I thought he was the king of Judah. Listen, listen, listen. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Ahaz was the king of Judah, right? That was Jotham's son. And Pikachu. Okay, I know. Okay. And Ahaz gathered together the vessels of the house of God and cut in pieces all of those and shut the door of God's house. He made him altars in every corner of Jerusalem and in every several city of Judah. He made high places to burn incense to other gods and provoked God to anger. Now, the rest of the acts of Ahaz, first and last, are written in the books of Kings. And Ahaz slept with his father, and they buried him in the city, even in Jerusalem. But they did not bury him in Zion. No, wait a minute. But they brought him not into the sepulchres of the king of Israel. So again, they just dug a hole and buried him. They're like, dig a hole. And Hezekiah, his son, reigned in his stead. Okay. I guess now Hezekiah might be king of Israel. I don't fucking know. But now we know we're getting towards the end of the story. Because isn't Hezekiah the last one? Yep. There's 36 chapters and we're on 29. So 19. I think, no, 13. I think it's 13 more chapters. I don't math good. I should have been a lawyer. But I'm really bad at talking because I just say shit. So I can't be a lawyer. But I'm bad at math. Anyway, we're gonna almost spill our shit everywhere again. Okay. We're gonna end right here. I'm sorry. So, thank you. Learn word magic. It's so important. Learn word magic. And then keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Listen. Be good or good at it. I love you. Bye.